Hello everyone! Today we are gonna study the best timing of the aji. Do you know when do you have to use the aji? Do you know which timing is the best? I will teach you perfectly about it. Okay, let's see the example. Blind invade to here right now. Do you know about this variation? I will teach you with this variation today. Now let me show you the situation. Black just hasn't played the normal Joseki, and even White just has played the normal one. And then Black wants to make the aji. That's why he approached here. What do you think about this one? I can say this is the mistake because this is not the biggest. If you are putting on your hand on the board, you know this size is much smaller than here. So which means Black has to go here or here if you want to follow the popular one, and even you get into 3-3. Anyway, you have to go to the big place. But you know, as you've seen it, this is not the biggest. And if you are afraid of the aji, of course you can take care one time like this. But Black has played some valuable place at the third line, but you have spent one move at the fifth line. So which means Black just go to the big place, already Black gets something. So now it's not possible to just answer because you will lose something. So White has played big place like this, and Black wants to make the aji. This was the reason why Black approached here. Okay, what do you think? For example, I can show you two variations. Black, you can just ignore about AP. Just DE is okay. Black can just block, or Black can just block this way. The both are available, but of course the one way is better. For example, if you just block here, Black is gonna play here. If you just surround, then I can answer. Basically Black doesn't have a 2-eye shape right now. Even you want to make it, and this is gonna be sente, and then when I keep surrounding here, still you just have a 1 eye. Eye shape is very important. So even you make such kind of a thing, just like your shape will be very, very ugly. And even you just jump out to the center like this, and Black did many things by sente. I earned many points, you can see here. And you can even compare how much White lost just now. So normally, most of the time you have to get his bad exchange first. Get him first. Okay, right now Black cannot make anything. If Black just wants to sacrifice here, it's possible. But since him to have a sacrifice, it's nothing. Just little potential. Even Black just tried to catch this one stone. Black is very slow. Black didn't get anything. So now you don't have to be afraid about this move. Basically when you surround the Black, your liberty is more than Black. That's why Black has to choose something else. After this, Black has a Kosumi here. This is amazing. How Black can use the aji. Maybe watch that. If you might just answer, then Black can have a fighting like this. If White just goes out, then just keep go out like this. And you have to take care of your cutting point like this. After this, you have to cover both sides. It's impossible. You have to play here, then even Black just follow here. You cannot take care of this group. You have to sacrifice. It's quite big. And if you just move out here, you have a 2-head, Black has 1 hand. How can you win this fighting? It's impossible. That's why now, if you really want to cover after this, you can have one method. You can have a double hane and try to give up this 1 stone. But as you've seen it, Black can get very natural potential and influence. And in the future, Black can make it territory like this. Of course, I can go to big place first. But anyway, most of the time, this will not be good. It's too thick. So now, this is not good idea. Then what about, you just stretch here. I want to cover this. I want to save this 1 stone. Even I want to capture this 1 stone. That's great idea. But after this, Black can do very, very amazing strategy. Just like push and cut. I can make sacrifice. Same as just now. You saw it just now. After this, now I exchanged this. This is very painful for White. because when I'm pushing here, you will feel very difficult to answer. If you answer here, you lost too much already. And if you save here, then you don't have two eyes. You will get many bothering from black. So now, even though you can save this group, and you will lose many things by naturally, just like this. When you are going out, this is all my free territory. You know, you had a chance to invade in the future, but you are losing all the benefit. That is what you are going to lose. That's why you can't play like this. So, as I told you, you get the one bad exchange first. And when I want to capture this one, you have to bye-bye. You need to say goodbye to him. Just like you have to keep cover like this one. And when he wants to capture, then just say goodbye like this. This is how you can cover. Oh, maybe you might ask me, the teacher, I'm feeling this is very weak. And you don't have to save that. You can go to black place one more time. You think black is better? No, it's not, because if black capture one stone, when you are answering, now white is thick enough. That's why we are not saving this one stone. And if you go to big play, you know, you went to the biggest 2 times just now. So when you are checking the territory balance, still you might feel black is better, but actually it's not. Because you have a potential left hand side and the upper side. Black can just break only one side, so somewhere is already yours. So now I can say this timing of Aji was too early, and even I can make this, just change the number. Just like, since you play here, and this is better for black, okay, I can accept. And when you approach here, and actually you have to attack this one, just like you went to the big place here. And you have to go here, but you haven't played here, and then Hane and connect. And you just give this exchange. Actually, it's nothing. And even when you are going to big place, just cutting is okay. After this, white is not thick. But you had one bad exchange, and even you cut this one, the white is quite thick. It's not weak group. That's why, even though you are feeling corner is big, you lost to 2 biggest. So now, timing was not okay. Still, I couldn't show you all the variation yet, so I have to show you. Then you may ask me, what about I just Hane here? Okay, Hane, then black is thinking when I cut here, you want to connect. If I just block here, I can just capture this one stone. This is totally different. You didn't go to big place. White eye shape is much worse than just now. And even this strategy is not centered for white, and I already captured. So now this is impossible. Then how white can cover is wedge here. If you save that, white can just answer. White is very thick enough, even though kote. After you make thick, in the future you can make aji when you want in the future. If black just wants to play here, you can save it here. If black wants to cover by lower Hane, then you can double Hane. You have one more friend here like this, or this one. You can just try to get all the corner. This is impossible for black, so this is your bonus in your future. If you lose something here, then you get many things outside. So now this is not okay. What about black capture here? Then you can make sente and try to cut. This is impossible for black, because when you are using the capturing race like this, I can make sente, I can try to make the free call, but this is not that risky for white. Even though you make the call and you have to spend the very bad exchange, I'm not sure whether I need to answer, but even if I answer, and if I just switch like this, I don't think this is bad for white. So making call is not good idea for black. And even you just surround, then it will be same as just now. You can't just connect here, and you should do handle like this, but this call is very light for white, so you can't play. Then what's the black's best answer? You can even think about this move. You just get in, and when white is around here, let me show you one thing. In the old Joseki book, there is written this is not possible for white, because maybe you can find some book. Black can even push here, and when white plays here, black can cut. And when you play here, black can have an amazing sacrifice. Maybe you can find some information. I'm quite sure. Of course, this is impossible for white. How can white play like this? But you know, I can show you this is disappeared. Now black can't go out anymore. The reason is I can stretch one more move, and when you go out, you know, your reason is sacrifice. That's why you are going out. And you can surround, and still you want to surround it like this. You want to, however, sacrifice. And you can make good outside, and even you can capture this one stone with the bothering of the white. But white has a great move. Now I'm not gonna surround. I can stretch here. And since black is winning this fighting, but after this I can just hunt at the first line. Then you can't win. If I just do that, this is totally different, you know, if you just sacrifice. Now my one stone is head position is going out looking for the center, so black didn't get anything. Alright? So now if you see in the some Joseki book, that is old one, please just forget. Okay? So now I can say that if you play until now, black has to decide whether black just want to capture this one stone, while black has to play the big place first. But anyway, black lost to one big place already. And if white has another method, yeah, if you just want to give the more power it this area, sometimes you can use this one. Even you can see this in the Joseki book. And if like just get in and white can try to cover like that. This is one of another method, and maybe you will feel a bit too light. White shape is too light. So if you don't like this one, you can just use that I recommend you. So both are available actually. I like this more actually. Yeah, because even this head position is much thicker. Even this is sente. So even lower side, the power is better. So this is what I like more. So, but I can't say this is a bad move as well. Yeah. So what's matter? Because black was thinking Aji too fast. So he just give up the upper side. Upper side is much bigger than right hand side, right? So now even though you made Aji, this is much better for black, something like this. And then white, you have to just give it to white. For example, we just play here naturally, and naturally your one stone is here, and when we are just keep playing at the middle game, I don't know however, and sometimes this is gonna be the big place again, finally. At that time you can use it, like that I show you. It has to be natural, you know, natural. So when it is the become biggest, then you can use the Aji. That's the best timing. So you shouldn't play this kind of move in the early beginning for Aji. I memorize all the variation in my brain, so I want to really use it, but that's wrong. You just need to get the information and you have to understand the meaning of the movement, but it doesn't mean you can spend one move in the early beginning. That's what I'm telling you. This is also very important. Anyway, so today we have studied about this Aji. It's quite complicated, right? Still, I can tell you one more interesting things. Maybe some of my very smart student, he asked me, teacher, then how about I fix the order? What about I just play here? If you do that, you know, white doesn't have any base. He just have a one eye shape. Even I get money point. And if you just block here, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, this is what he was saying. Oh, so I was saying you are really clever. I really respect your idea. So you want me to do that, right? You want to do that, and then you want to get my one stone. This is what you are talking about. And he said, yeah, yes, you are right. Then now, you know, this is one of the bad exchange, right? So I told you that we have to get the bad exchange and we have to give up some part. After this, if like just invade here, you can just give up like this and let him go back like this here. And between just now and this one, you may ask me, I don't really understand. This is why this is so bad exchange. I think it's similar as just now. But when you are just doing like this, if you do not have this exchange like this, and even when you are asking here, you know, white cannot really push here, your cutting will be sente. After this, white has to defend one more time, which means this is almost sente, almost. And then when you are doing here, as I told you, white is not easy to get the base. Of course, if you push here, I will just go to the big place, you know. But now, if you just had the exchange for this one, and then I'm gonna push this just now. But point is, when you are doing here, I'm not gonna connect, because even I push here, your cutting has no power. Already you have me to defend this one, so I can just throw it away. And when I get the, maybe actually I can even tenuki here, or I can exchange. Whatever, I can do that. Even I can just sacrifice here, and I can just tenuki. Yeah, so now, which means if you are doing here, same as just now, if white just doesn't play anything after that, you can't bother white. That's the point. You support white I shape. This exchange made white very thick. You know, this is not just about 1 point or 2 point minus. If in this situation, white just went to the big place, you can bother like this. And white can't make 2 eyes inside, even you make all the sente. After that, you have to go out to the center. I can keep bother here, and you have to keep go out, and I can get many things. But just now, you exchange one of a terrible move like this. Since this, if I just go to big place, you can't bother. How are you going to bother? You have a cutting point. Are you gonna play here? And even I push here, I almost have 2 eyes. Even I just have a knight move. I think even a white can tenuki. And you know, eventually, if you want to capture, you have to invade here. So now, which means, since this, you can't bother white anymore. Just like you made the white became very thick. It's very interesting topic, you know. So now between weak stone and strong stone is very little thing. If you just give the sure 2 eyes, then that is became very strong, which means it's all free. White can do no matter what he wants if you make this kind of situation. But if you didn't give this exchange, it's not easy to invade to the lower side, because now you can attack the white and then try to use this attacking again, because this white is didn't alive yet. You get it right? Yeah, even though a bit difficult, I trust you can understand. That's why if black, oh, I just delete. Yes. Okay. That's why if like fix the order, you can just, you already get the bad exchange, then you can just happily block here. You can't find this information in the book. I'm just teaching you the logic. Get bad exchange first, and you have to give up another way. That is what you have to do. Okay, today I taught you many things as well. If you enjoy to watch this video, please like and subscribe my channel. Thank you very much, everybody. See you next time. Bye.